This is Library Nerds with Words, the podcast that gives you the word on all the cool, nerdy happenings at Peter White Public Library and the library universe beyond. From books and concerts to search engines and story times, the library nerds are in and ready to show you that being a nerd can be cool. Get ready, get set, get nerdy. Welcome back to Library Nerds with Words, the podcast where you get the word on all the cool things happening at Peter White Public Library and the library universe beyond, straight from the mouths of the people who know it best, library nerds. I'm Marty Achatz, the adult programming coordinator at Peter White Public Library. And joining me in Nerdingham Palace today is Amanda Pierce, Teen Services Coordinator for Peter White, and half of that popular movie nerd duo, Amanda and Ben. Welcome back to the podcast, Amanda.
Thanks for having me, Marty. I'll try not to have a coughing fit.
That's good, you know. And remember, into your arm if you do have
I know. I know.
Of course, I'm always happy to be able to sit down and share some nerd secrets with you. The Teen Zone has certainly been wildly busy. With the normal programs, Game On, D&D, for example, and special programs as well, Barbie Dream Night and the Prom Dress Swap. It has been a Gouda time. Yes, that is a clue as to what Amanda and I will be talking about a little while later. And if you are a teen and are feeling a little provolone, another clue, all you have to do is show up at the Teen Zone. There is plenty to do. Before we get into what is on your mind, though, today, Amanda, we have to play another game of Word on the Nerd. You know how this goes. I'm going to ask you 3 library nerd questions about yourself, and you have to answer them for the listeners. So, Amanda, are you ready to play?
Word on the Nerd.
Amanda, this is going to be a little game of Would You Rather. I'm going to ask you 3 Would You Rather questions, and you have to truthfully answer them for the listeners. And all of today's questions have something to do with dairy products. Okay. So, Amanda, here's your first question. Would you rather have to give up grilled cheese sandwiches for the rest of your life? Or would you rather give up mac and cheese for the rest of your life?
Mac and cheese. I would give up mac and cheese in a heartbeat because I love a good grilled cheese.
Never taste mac and cheese again, even if it's like with different cheeses and stuff.
No, because like it's you still got your like carbs in your bread, and there's something about like a grilled cheese with all fancy stuff in it, and you cut into it, and you get a crisp knife and bread.
I would definitely. I think I would give up mac and cheese, too, because I love a good grilled mac and cheese. And
something with some Gouda and some apple.
Oh, so good.
And some brie. Oh.
Okay.
Sourdough bread, yes.
I don't know what... We're constantly thinking of what... When we're talking about cheese...
Ben doesn't like mac and cheese.
Ben doesn't like mac and cheese. Oh. Well, there's something... We all know something's wrong with Ben. So anyway, here we go. Okay, now, as you know, Amanda, the questions might get a little harder from here on out. So here's your second question. Would you rather eat a piece of strawberry cheesecake, or would you rather eat a piece of just plain New York cheesecake?
Either or is fine. They're both delicious.
I know, but
I'd
if
go
you had it
strawberry.
Strawberry?
Yeah, like fruit on my strawberry.
I like the strawberry cheesecake too. Although I can eat regular cheesecake for sure, but yeah, neither one of those choices are terrible.
Nope.
Okay.
That's an easy one.
All right, so last question. Maybe this is going to be hard for you. Would you rather top your pie with a wedge of hard cheddar cheese? I'll even go better. Would you rather top your apple pie with a wedge of hard cheddar cheese, or would you rather top your apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream?
Vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream? You wouldn't put cheese on it?
No, it's not my thing. I know, wow. I get it. I get, like, it's the whole, like, pie a la mode and, like, the sweet and the savory. Yeah. But, like, there's something about, like, vanilla ice cream on warm pie. It's delicious.
See, and I would go with the cheese. I love cheese and pie. Although, let's talk about pumpkin pie for a second.
Yeah, I told you that story yesterday, didn't I?
Tell the story about the pumpkin pie.
So it was a couple, I can't remember. I don't know what year it was. It was a few years ago. And we always, on Thanksgiving, I make pumpkin pie from scratch, except the crust. I just cheat. I buy the store-bought crust. But, like, the pumpkin, I buy, like, a pie pumpkin. I roast it. I puree it down. Squeeze all the liquid out. It's, like, my... Okay. I still have 2 pie pumpkins on my counter because I never got to make my pumpkin pie this year. But they're still fine because, you know, they're cold.
Okay.
But so we make pumpkin pie, and then we always make cinnamon rolls Thanksgiving morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's our tradition. Cinnamon rolls and mimosas in the morning, and then pie in the afternoon, of course. So we made cream cheese frosting
for the cinnamon
rolls. So then my husband later that night took extra cream cheese frosting, and instead of ice cream or whipped cream on the pumpkin pie, put cream cheese frosting. And this has caused a large rift between our friends, Liz and my husband David, because you don't put cream cheese frosting on a pie. But I'm like, it's pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
So, like, if you had a pumpkin roll, that filling essentially would be the same thing in it. So, but to me, it's just a funny joke. So every once in a while, I'll be like, maybe we should put some cream cheese frosting on that.
I think cream cheese frosting goes with just about everything. So.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Delicious.
Yeah, you could dunk salty stuff in cream cheese frosting.
Use it like a dip. Oh,
yes.
God, yes.
Yes. All right. So there you go. We have come to this end of this lactose edition of Word on the Nerd, this time with Amanda Pierce, Teen Services Coordinator here at Peter White Public Library. So now we are, Asia, going to find out what is on your mind today, Amanda. Yes, that is another clue about today's topic. If you haven't figured this out, I don't know what's wrong with you. So, Amanda, it is time for you to share the word. Okay, Amanda, what is on your mind today?
I'm looking at all these cheeses in front of us because we're going to talk about cheese.
Cheese, we did this because we knew Ben wasn't going to be able to be here.
We were supposed to be recording with Ben today.
Yes.
About our movie podcast, which I still have to watch 3 movies.
I've got 2 left that I have to
I can do this. I can do this. So we have till next Tuesday.
But we have totally inappropriate Ben cheeses.
Yes.
Here, and we're
nothing
gonna talk
that
about
is Ben safe. He would say these are all sus and they are terrible. So
we're going to pair cheeses with different kinds of books and see what we think here. So well, I'm going to let you pick the order that we're going to go.
So I've got we have 5 different cheeses, and I got 1 from the Marquette Food Co-op. I got 2 from Aldi. You don't know, Aldi carries some really entertaining cheeses. Like my kid loves their they have a goat cheese. The cranberry and cinnamon goat cheese log. That's like her. Cheese, That's like her jam. And then, of course, I went to my favorite place today, to Everyday Wines, and saw Charlie, and got some cheeses. And I'm like, "What you got? That's funky." And I can't remember the name of this. It's like Casino.
Casino, yeah.
But it's a very. I mean, like you push it, and it's very, very soft.
Ben would love. Let's start with the one.
No, we're gonna save that one because it's like my.
Save it.
It's delicious. I've already tried it, and it's like in a beer rind wash thingy. And then we got another Gouda here that's got like some nutty flavors. But yeah, so I don't know. How do you want to do this, Mark?
Let's start with this one.
You want to do the Gouda?
Yeah.
So this is the Gouda.
I'll say what Ben always says. It's staring at me.
It's staring at me. So I've had this Gouda before. It's really good. It's garlic and basil.
Oof. Yes. This sounds so good.
It's not the honeybee. That's my daughter's favorite because, I've made cheese snobs out of my kids. Because now, Mom, we can only get the certain types of blue cheeses and we can only get the certain types of Gouda.
So now I have a question. Do you ever use, like, Kraft cheese in anything?
My kids have never once had a Kraft single in our house.
Wow. Not even with a grilled cheese or anything?
No, we use regular cheese.
Okay.
Madison and Isabel love provolone.
Okay.
Like, that is their jam. Like, we've never... When David and Madison started eating, like, real foods and we lived in Kentucky, we were mostly vegetarian because that's what we could afford at that time.
Yeah.
Because it was extremely expensive living down there. But we ate a lot of, like, beans and rice and, like, vegetarian meals. And that kid ate provolone like it was her job. She didn't like string cheese. She didn't like cheddar. It was provolone. Until this day, like, her favorite thing is a number 4 from Jimmy John's. That was provolone, turkey tom. Like, that was last year her sports ball. We're going sports ball.
Sports ball.
Because I always mess them up. But her softball number was number 4. Like, why is your number 4? You don't get it, Mom? No, Madison. It's my Jimmy John's order. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
So she's choosing your numbers for cheeses that she loves.
So number 4, but now she's number 21.
Okay.
I don't know why 21. She hasn't told me that one yet. But so no, like, my kids have never had craft things. Unless they've had it, like, at their friend's house or, like, grandma and grandpa's. But, like, my mom doesn't even buy it anymore. Like, we grew up eating it, and I'm like, yeah, it's that comfort food, feel-good food.
Yeah.
But it's, like, still at the same time, it's not really.
This looks delicious.
This is delicious.
So Ben is probably going to be listening to this. I'll say, Ben, it's white and it has these beautiful flecks of like green in it.
Well, that's the basil.
That's the basil.
The basil. You would probably like this one, Ben.
Yeah.
I like this one myself.
So good.
It's creamy. It's got a nice little bit of herbs to it. It's not overpowering. The garlic's not too much. The basil's not too much.
This would pair with a book that's not really threatening at all. You know, not really adventurous or anything.
Just kind
like
of
that.
like steady.
Steady. A steady book.
A safe, steady book. See, this, on a scale of like 1 to 5, 1 being the least scariest, 5 being the scariest, Ben would give this probably a 2.
It would be a 2, and like I said, it's a movie.
And it's got green in it.
It does have green in it. It's got like some the basil is really good. You can really taste it. So, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, I like this one.
You know, not mysterious, so it can't be like a mystery. You know, it's just there.
Like a Danielle Steele, maybe.
Daniel Steele would be good. Yeah, maybe
a Patterson.
John Grisham.
Oh, Grisham. He might be a little adventurous at times.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Something really predictable. Like I feel like Danielle Steele is very.
Daniel Steele's predictable.
Yeah.
We'll go with predictable for this one. So, but it's really, really super good. What is this?
It's the rind. That way, when I wrap it back up, it will go back.
Okay.
Easily
so
done.
that was number 1.
Let's do the raclette next.
Okay.
So these are cheese raclette roses.
And they're really beautiful looking.
Oh no, this isn't a raclette. Sorry, it's a Petite Des Moines. I don't know this cheese.
Oh.
But they're in roses.
Wow. Okay.
They're little rosettes. My goal is to get the machine that makes these. And all it is it's a block. You put the cheese in it, you run the pole right through the middle of the cheese, and you drop the blade and you spin it, and it makes these little roses.
They really do look like roses, so.
This one's a little dry.
It is a little dry. Not really sus, I don't think.
No.
It's got a little bit of a bite to it.
A little bit, but not much.
It's good.
It
It's
is.
really good. I mean, I could see this on top of like a pasta dish too. It would go really well with pasta. Ben, I know you're jealous listening to this.
I don't know. This one's really good. It's from Switzerland. It's a product of Switzerland.
It's got kind of a sharper taste to it. But not like really, really sharp.
No.
It's just a very subtle, sharp taste to it. So something that has just a little bit of a surprise, if you will.
Yeah, but not much.
I think that this is like maybe a R.L. Stein book where you can really figure out what really is going on.
Going on, but
it still has a little bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
You know, so
you know the basis of it.
You know the basis of it.
You know some things are going to be different and changed. It'll be
That
okay.
is super, super good. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a palate cleanser on that one.
Some
Thank
bread,
you.
Marty. We also got a baguette from Everyday Wine as well.
Basically, the only reason we're doing this is because we're hungry. And we knew we wanted to do it. And we're going to do it at lunch, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. So
We'll give you a break from, like, regular library programming. There's bread. You can never go wrong.
Yep.
But now I'm probably going to get the hiccups.
You got water there.
I know. I got my safety, what do we call these nowadays? The millennials. We call them our safety jugs. Because, we grew up being told, no, you can't go to the water fountain. And then you just guzzle a bunch of water from the water fountain. And now all of our kids have water bottles.
Everybody has water bottles. My son is like that, too. It's like, because they wouldn't let him, like when he was first going to school, they wouldn't let him have water bottles and stuff.
Yeah, my kids have never known a life without a water bottle.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, when we were in school, you had to ask the teacher to go to the water fountain, drink as much as you could, and then just, like, sit there until the next break.
Either that or you sat there until the break, like drying up like SpongeBob on a bad day or something like that, you know?
So yeah, now we all have our comfort water bottles, and they all have stickers on them, or they all have like something on them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, which cheese are we going with
Oh,
next?
let's do...
I can hardly wait for the last one that you're saving.
I know. Do we want to do the Stinson, or do we want to do another Gouda?
Let's do Gouda and then do the Stinson.
Okay. So this one is a fenugreek Gouda from Penterman Farms in Wisconsin. This one I got at Everyday Wines. I got it because it had specks of stuff in it.
If you can't tell, Amanda and I would probably eat any cheese that you put in front of us.
I'm willing to try anything. I did have one once where it was so funky. David and I were both like, nope.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was so funky. David and I were like, no. Like, you opened it and I'm like...
See, I have never met a cheese I didn't like yet.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't care for it.
You
but
didn't care for it, but you could still eat it, though.
I tried. Yeah, see, look at it. Isn't it
That's
pretty?
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like, it's got an orange kind of rind to it.
We're going to wipe this off.
It's got these little flecks in it. What is that, pepper? What is
it's
it?
fenugreek?
Fenugreek, okay.
Yeah, fenugreek Gouda.
Fennel. Okay, so that's fennel in there, too.
Can't really smell it all that well because, I'm still congested.
Yeah. Amanda's getting over a cold here.
Yeah, don't get what's going around. It's not fun.
Oh, no, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That is
There's
really
like
good.
the nutty, sweet, mapley flavor.
You can taste the fennel in it, though, too. Absolutely.
Oh, this is delicious.
Okay, this might be my favorite one so far. I really like that.
Yeah, this one's real. I could probably eat the whole block.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, though. You don't eat we're not recommending eating a whole block of cheese in one sitting.
No.
Not a good idea.
I mean, no.
No, I mean, it does things to your gastrointestinal.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
but I'm going to have another piece of that,
yeah,
though.
that's really good. Okay.
We'll take a picture of all the cheesies together so we can.
Yes. All right. So we can make Ben jealous and everybody else listening to this jealous.
I should send him a picture right now and be like, look what we're doing. I'm going to. And then we'll see what he says. We can do that back.
See, we're even going to make Ben a part of this even when he doesn't want to be a part of it.
Because it's entertaining.
So this one, it's so good.
It is very good. It's very delicious.
This could be one of those kinds of books where you're never sure what's going to happen. Like, you try to figure it out, and it's,
Yeah. Yeah, no. Ben would be hating this right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, he'd be for the bread.
Mm-hmm. Maybe for the chocolate, too.
Mm-hmm. Those are chocolate-covered figs.
That's going to be good. Mm-hmm. This is going to be one of my favorite podcasts ever, because I love cheese. I love Amanda. So what else?
This is all
good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I would say like a good kind of serious like just regular kind of novel. Like an
intellectual fiction book.
Intellectual, like Demon Copperhead or something like that. Or maybe even The Covenant of Water. I just finished that. Great book. However, it's 30 hours long if you're listening to it.
That's a listener, Ben. Or Marty. It's like a Ben book.
It is a Ben book.
Oh.
It's huge. But it was so good.
I actually finished one today.
Okay.
I'm so proud of myself.
Don't talk about it. Are you going to save it for the next part? Okay.
No, I'm saving the one I'm almost done with.
All right.
No, I finished the one yesterday that was supposed to be read for yesterday.
Okay.
No, the Healer of the Water Monster by Brian Young. It's a juvenile fiction book about a young Navajo boy who's spending the summer with his grandma. Mm-hmm. He meets a water monster who's sick. And so his job is to travel to the first world to save the water monster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then there's a sequel.
Okay, so you have the sequel. Are you going to read it?
I'm going to listen to it because
Okay.
the reader does all the Navajo language.
Okay.
And there's a lot of it in the book, which is
Okay.
amazing. It was so good.
So yeah, this book pairs well with like a good serious kind of fiction with I really love that. So all right.
It was delicious.
All
A palate cleanse.
No response from Ben yet. We will report if we get a response
All right,
from
so
Ben.
now we're going to go with this ginseng here. I'm going to have to take some down to Anne.
Mm-hmm.
I did give Anne some of those.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, little roses.
Those rosette ones are so good.
We're having brats for dinner tonight.
Oh.
I don't know which one I'd put on a brat. But they are beer cheese brats, so I might not have to. But, this fenugreek one would be amazing. I make a hash brown in the morning.
Oh.
With avocado and a fried egg on top because I'm a millennial.
Yeah, of course you have to do that.
But, like, it's just so good. Oh, that would be delicious. That herb one, too, would be really good with that. All right, so we got this Stinson here. I bought this one last weekend.
Have you tried it before?
Nope.
Okay, so this
They
is a
had,
new
like,
one.
3 different of these masquerade ones, and, like, I had 30 minutes in Aldi, Marty. 30 minutes.
Okay.
Watch me shop. Watch me spend way
I
too
have
much
seen
money.
you shop, and you are a power shopper, man.
We dropped like $200 at Aldi. But, like, you can't go wrong with, like, we just we do a whole stock up. Especially because it's Lent. And, you know, you gotta have your
Masquerade Mango, white Stilton cheese with mango and ginger.
I know. I can't. Oh, it kind of smells it. It smells sweet.
Yeah, you can smell it.
It's more sweet. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
it's a crumbly one.
It's sort of crumbling.
It's a crumbly one.
This is going to be good.
Yeah, you're going to lose it, Marty.
I know.
Don't lose it.
Oh, my God.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh,
sweet.
yeah. Ooh.
Really sweet.
Ooh. This would be like a spicy book that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, exactly.
Something with a little bit of schmut in it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not a lot.
Oh, that's really good.
Outlander.
Perfect.
Okay, you're expecting this, and then all of a sudden you get BAM!
Wow. Yeah, the ginger really comes through, and the mango and cheese itself is not that sharp. It's kind of sweet.
No, it's really sweet. Mm.
You know, I really like that one.
I'd give this, Ben would call this a 4. He would call the the rosettes, I would say, I'd probably give those ones like a 2 because of the shape. The fenugreek one, he'd probably say 3. This one would definitely be a 4. And this last one.
He would never try this last
No, because
one.
it's soft, and I about killed him the last time he did this. He said I tried to kill him.
I'm a huge fan of soft cheeses, though.
Yes.
I love soft cheeses. You know,
But this one. Do
I really
another
like
little
that.
piece?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Yep. This is that ginger. I like the ginger.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. You know, this is like a dessert cheese almost.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, on like those fig rosemary crackers I bring in.
Yes. So good.
Oh man.
Okay, that is really, really good.
Okay.
It's going to have to go a hard way because this now is my favorite. I love this.
I don't know. Yeah, this is funky, and I'm so excited for it.
All right, so now we're down to our last cheese.
Do you need a palate cleanser with your bread?
Need a palate cleanser here. All right.
Okay. This is in a beer wash rind. It's all in French. Right? That's French?
Yes.
Okay. I took Spanish, and we struggle busted through.
I took German, so
Yeah, so
there's not a lot of not a lot of places that have German cheeses, you know. I don't even know if there's such a thing as German cheese.
Madison's learning Finnish.
Oh, Finnish. Okay.
Yes, because Uncle Jack is Finnish.
Okay.
And they taught Buddha their Aussie Finnish commands.
Oh, nice.
So she wants to be able to say it too.
Oh my goodness.
Ben, you would hate this. I am just saying
I'm
this
looking
now.
at it. It almost.
Oh, you smell that?
Oh yeah.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't, and it looks beautiful.
I'll send you a picture, Ben, so you can see this. And then you can be like, what the?
Oh my gosh, that really is strong.
It's strong. It's so strong.
She just unwrapped it, and it's like filling the room.
I have to put it in a plastic bag before I put it back in the fridge, because I was smelling this when I opened the fridge downstairs. And I'm pretty sure not all the library staff want to smell stinky cheeses.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. It is.
It is interesting.
It's very strong.
When I went in to see Charlie, he was like, "What do you need?" And I'm like, "I need something real interesting." And he's
so
like, you want to try a little piece of this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so good. All right, so he cut into it just like this.
And just take a little wedge of it. Okay.
I don't know, Marty. You might have to... Oh, do I need to cut it some more?
No, I
you
got
got it. You got it.
It's very soft. It's
It
very
is.
White.
It's got a nice
It's got a very interesting...
beer wash rind. Mm-hmm. It's
smells.
funky.
It's
this is
very
a 5.
funky.
This is a 5. Ben would hate me.
Yeah, Ben would absolutely not. Okay.
Ben would be sitting here gagging. Like he did that one time.
Yeah.
He's just like, nope.
Okay, Ben, this is for you.
Cheers. Oh, it's delicious, right? Mm-hmm. So good.
There's no way Ben would do this.
It's just, you can literally squeeze it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little squeaky toy. Squeak, squeak.
Oh my God. I'm going to have bread with this too.
It's delicious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to put it on bread because I think this would be really good.
Now my fingers are all like gross though. That rind is so...
Really good.
It's delicious.
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 5 though, this would be a 5 for Ben.
5 for Ben. This has to be a...
It's a funky... It's real funky. It's... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it's a farm ale. Like, I don't know. It's like... It reminds me of something you'd get right from the farm.
It's right off the farm.
Right off the farm.
Right off the farm. So good.
I don't know. What would you call this? What book would you pair with this, Marty?
It's something that stays with you. So it'd have to be a book. Maybe a classic. Oh, we've got an answer.
It's a straight ew. Ew!
Yeah, this is how about this? I say a classic book that has lasted over the years and has fermented and
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's delicious.
it is very delicious. I think you should bring this for the next. No, she
No.
would never even touch it.
I don't know what I'm going to do on Tuesday.
He probably wouldn't even sit in the same
No,
room with
nope.
it.
I scarred him so bad the last time because I did 5 cheeses I've never had for the 5 movies I've never watched. Remember?
Yep.
So, like, I did a number
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, he would. You put that in front of him, and
Yeah.
he'd like step away from the table. In fact, he'd step out of the room because I think that if you left this out,
You
and
can
let
smell it.
You can smell it, and it's going to fill up an entire room with that scent. But it's really, really good. Really, really good, and it's a classic. So, classic book. This is a Moby Dick kind of cheese. How's that? Moby Dick, or like a. I don't know, a Charles Dickens, Great Expectations, or something like that.
What's his favorite book? That
Oh, it's the Brothers Karamazov.
Thank you.
It's a classic. This is a Brother Karamazov cheese. Ben, you have to try it because it's a Karamazov cheese. He's never going to go for that. Anyway.
No, he won't.
Well, okay, now we have to do the chocolates.
Now we have our desserts.
Yes.
Also got these at Everyday Wines. They were a total impulse buy beside the cash register.
I love impulse buys. This looks really good. It's
Ooh,
like it looks like a truffle.
It does. Chocolate covered fig. Figs are delicious. I do love a dry fig.
Really good.
Ooh, no, chocolate down.
You know what? On the floor, chocolate. There's no 10-second rule for chocolate.
In the library, yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Those are delicious.
So good. And the stinky cheese is still filling our nostrils. So.
And I told Anne to come up here and get a piece.
Okay. So good. Okay. Well, we have been through all the cheeses, and we paired them with the books. And really, this was just an excuse for us to sit and eat cheese and talk.
And hang out.
So,
Well, I'm
anyway.
like, we have a lot coming up in the teen zone. I can give that. I can do next.
Yeah,
like,
well,
promo.
why don't you talk about what's going on?
So, March we have Game On, D&D, Outward, Untitled Teens. Untitled Teens, we're going to be doing some 90s crafts.
Oh, 90s.
We're going to bring back the 90s. We're going to do some beaded pets.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
Yes, I remember those. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I want to see if I can find some do-it-yourself slap bracelets.
Oh, wow. I remember the slap
Yeah,
bracelets.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Izzy's got like 4 or 5 because, it's all coming back.
It
The
all
clothing
comes
can
back.
stay there, but like some of the stuff can come back. And then in April, we have our normal programming,
You have the
D&D,
jazz
Outward.
band, right?
Yep. April, we have the Marquette Senior High School Jazz Band coming in, and that is on April 17th at 6:30.
Okay.
The community room, you're usually there too, and you
Yep.
do my overflow for me.
Yep, I do overflow.
We will live stream it again. And so that will be really cool. It's always a really popular, well-attended event. I think last year we had 200
It was a
people
lot of
watching there.
people.
We had a ton of people watching online even too,
Yeah.
so it was awesome. What I'm looking forward to the most this spring is the Spring Fling, the library era silent disco. So excited for this.
It's going to be interesting.
So what we're doing is the Spring Fling is for middle school students in grades 6 through 8. It's a dance just like the Yule Ball. But this time we're doing it with a twist. We're renting silent disco headphones. So we're making it a silent disco. And for anybody who doesn't know what a silent disco is, every kid that comes to the dance will get a set of wireless headphones, and they will be able to choose between 2 channels of music. We're going to have a Taylor Swift music channel, and her new album drops the week before.
Okay.
So we'll have her new music, hopefully,
Okay.
fingers crossed. And then the other channel will be just regular top 40 music. And what I'm going to do is when the kids buy their tickets, I'm going to hand them a slip of paper, and then they need to fill out what Taylor Swift song they want to hear and what other top music song they want to hear. So
Okay.
we'll have our playlist kind of built around that. So we won't be taking requests at the dance because, like, some of these requests were cracking me up. They wanted to be Rickrolled, Let It Go. They wanted Rap God by Eminem
Oh.
because it's the fastest song he sings.
Yeah.
And there was somebody wanted some Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses. Like, the music taste is all over.
It is all over. Yeah.
It was hilarious. And so, yeah, we're doing a silent disco, and I'm super pumped about this. We got enough so we can register up to 225 kids.
Wow.
Just like last time, there is a $5 charge to offset the cost of renting all this equipment. It's coming from Arizona, and then we even got extra headphones so the adult chaperones can listen too. If you've ever seen videos of this done online, we're gonna do a couple reels coming up to like how it's gonna work and stuff. But like, it's really funny because here's all these kids in their head thinking they're amazing singers with their headphones on, and then there's yelling Taylor Swift lyrics. It's like the best thing. So I'm super pumped about this. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So, and you've been talking about doing this for over
I wanted
a year.
to do this
Last year,
last
you wanted
year
to do it,
for
yeah.
summer reading kickoff. I wanted to do it for
just
the
didn't-
teenagers, and it just didn't
work out.
It didn't work out for whatever reason. And so this year I'm like, I'm going to do this.
And it's going to be so popular that we'll buy our own silent
gosh.
disco equipment. And
I'm honestly surprised that no one. I know Dickinson County Library did it, and they wrote a grant, and they have some for their patrons that they're working on doing. But like, there's nobody you can rent them out in the UP from.
That's really surprising.
And so the closest place was Green Bay, and they were not cheap. So I'm like, So we reached out to who Dickinson County used, and like, it's coming all the ways from Arizona.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm super excited for this. Double Trouble's going to DJ for us. It's going to be a great time. It's always fun having a middle school
what's
dance.
the date for that?
It's April 26th. Tickets
Okay.
won't go on sale until April. And so there'll be more information coming up soon. The posters are up. I want to say tickets go on sale April 8th, and you have the 2.5 weeks. Once we're out of tickets, we are out of tickets. So,
Right.
like, we don't do waiting list. We don't do any of
Right.
that. Like, you get your ticket, you pay your $5, you come to the dance.
Right.
And you have to register. Like, it is not something you can just stroll up for because tickets are limited.
Tickets are limited, and
And it's a fire code thing. Everybody's like, why only so many tickets? I'm like, because we can only physically have so many people in
Right.
the building at
Right.
once.
and and the equipment is going to be limited too.
Yep. So yeah, that'll be
there's no
something
extras.
new. And my goal is, if it goes over really well, is something we'll do like every few years.
Cool.
It's not an every year thing because it's a lot. But I'm super pumped for this because I've always personally wanted to attend one. And what's really cool is you control how loud the music is. So, like, it's not so, like...
It's not going to break any
eardrums. And, like, if the kid wants a break, you just totally take off your headphones. And all you have to do is listen to people sing out loud.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know how well it would work with adults, but...
It's a lot of fun for adults. I have friends that go every year to, like, big outdoor festivals, and they do these silent discos.
Okay.
Because they can just dance and have fun. And, yeah, they all light up different colors. And
This is going to be fantastic.
I'm excited.
First time ever.
Dress in your favorite Taylor Swift era. My daughter is hopefully going to get a ticket, and she wants to come as the ghost from the Taylors. She's going to get the hat and wear a white sheet, and I'm be like, that's her plan. I'm like, we'll see how long that lasts. I think that'll last for the photo, and that is it.
That's it. That's going to be hot.
It's hot, exactly, because it's always in the spring, and, like,
well,
it's always warm.
220 people.
It is always warm in April. And, like, I think we won't talk about what happened the last time we did this.
No. Let's just
like,
say it was not good.
But it was so hot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like, all the volunteers and all the kids, like, we just came out, sweat everywhere, and I'm like, why is it so hot? Everybody was just, like, outside. I don't think, like, I went home and took a shower that night, because, like, that's how much I was sweating, and it was so...
Yeah,
no.
We have to do a cheese event sometime. You know, that'd be really fun.
You know what? I bet we could talk to Everyday Wines and see if that would be a great summer reading program.
That would be really good. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, see, we're coming up with all these fun ideas.
And it's all inspired by the cheese that we're eating. Okay. Well, that is the word from Amanda Pierce, Peter White Public Library's Teen Service Coordinator, on what genre of books pair with what cheeses and what is going on in the teen zone in the coming months. But before I let you leave the Nerd Cake Factory, I need to find out what you have been reading that's good, something that has distracted you recently from everything that you should be doing. So, Amanda, what book would you recommend listeners pick up off the shelf? So, what have you been reading that's good, Amanda?
I am almost done. I started this book back in January.
Oh, boy, okay.
But, you know, being sick for, like, a week took...
Yeah.
I couldn't even read. Like, I turned on the TV and I would, like, fall asleep 5 minutes into a show. I'm reading Beholder by Ryan LaSala.
Okay, Beholder by Ryan LaSala.
I read The Honeys by them last summer, and I think I suggested that one. Beholder, it's about a boy named Ethan who's... goes to a party one night, and he survives this, I don't want to call it a massacre, just survives this wild event by staying in the bathroom because someone told him to stay in the bathroom. But then, like, all these weird things are happening around him, and if he looks in a mirror, he can see the future and the past.
Oh, wow.
So he never looks in mirrors, and there's, like, this whole, like, he's Greek, and it's just this wild, twisted tale, and, there's a bunch of death in it, but, like, not in a traditional sense. And then there's the guy that he meets who has something to do with everything, too. And now I'm to the last 2 chapters of the book, and, like, everything's coming out. But, no, it's really good. Highly recommend Ryan LaSala's books. I haven't got to read Revere yet. That was their first one that they wrote.
Okay.
It came out, I want to say, 2020.
Okay.
But then The Honeys was fantastic. And then this one's got a really creepy cover. It's a big spider, and it's like in iridescent colors, and you just see the legs coming out. Yeah, it's trippy.
All right, so
it's really good.
So that
really
Beholders,
Beholder.
Beholder by Ryan LaSala. Okay. So there you go. That is Amanda's recommendation of a book that you should pick up off the shelf. And we have come to the end of this cheesy episode of Library Nerds with Words. I want to thank Amanda Pierce, Peter White's Teen Services Coordinator, for taking time out of her busy schedule to stop by Nerd Central. But never fear, we are planning to have another movie roundtable charcuterie board episode with Amanda and Ben next week. So Ben, Tuesday, we're going to record this, and Ben is going to be so excited. Maybe we'll slip in some of these cheeses that we just tried.
I won't torture him.
No, well, she says that she's not going to torture
him. No, I'm going to do a safe one. It's only going to be a cheddar and a mozzarella, I think.
Okay.
I think it's only going to be like 2 or 3 cheeses.
You got to have something that's going to make him
No,
look a little
I need to build his trust back up.
So, anyway, until we meet again next week with more cheeses and movie talk, everyone, you better stay nerdy. Thank you for listening to Library Nerds with Words, Peter White Public Library's weekly podcast, giving you the word on what's cool at the library. The theme for the podcast is Happy Clappy by John Bartman, used courtesy of Pixabay. This episode was written and produced by Martin Acketts and sponsored by Peter White Public Library. Until next week, pick up a good book, listen to some good music, watch a good movie, attend a great event, and remember, library nerds are the coolest people around.